No Time to Die is the 25th film in the official James Bond series and the fifth and final one to star Daniel Craig as James Bond. And this is his best performance by as Bond out of all the five films he's played him in. He gives the character such emotion in this movie. So he's more than just a tough super spy hero. He's actually a man who cares about his family and friends and will do anything to protect them. Well, he's not doesn't have family because he's not officially married to his girlfriend, but still, it's directed by Cary Joji Fukunaga, who does a great job as directing this movie, and it is written by several screenwriters, including Phoebe Waller-Bridges. Who'd have thunk it? Phoebe Waller-Bridges, of all people, being one of the script writers for a James Bond movie. But the script was well written, and the movie was well directed, well shot, great cinematography, great music, a lovely score by Hans Zimmer, a great title title song during the movie's credits, and it really deserved the Oscar nominee it got for Best Original Song. Actually, this movie deserved a lot of Oscars, but I think it was only nominated for this and got snubbed for everything else. Yeah, Best Sound or whatever. But this movie deserved a lot more awards than it got. Uh, and Craig definitely deserved a Best Actor nominee for his performance as Bond, and uh, a lot of other stuff it deserved. Well, anyway, the plot of this movie: James Bond is retired. He's living peacefully in retirement with his girlfriend Madeline Swan, and we find out later Madeline has a daughter named Matilda, and Bond tries his best to be a good father figure to her, and the Bond is oh, later recruited by the CIA to go on a final mission to stop the new head of Spectre, Lucifer Safin, from taking over the world. And Bond, Bond at first doesn't want to do it, but then he gets attacked by Spectre agents, so he agrees that it's time to go back. And the returning cast in this movie um include Um, Leigh Sado as Bond girl Madeline Swan. She's great in this movie. She's has good chemistry with Daniel Craig in the scenes they have together, whether they're arguing or spending time together, being romantic or running from the bad guys. They both pull their roles off well. And Madeline has her moments to shine in some of the action scenes. There's some pretty good stunt work from Leigh Sado. I don't know if she did the own stunts. It was just a stunt woman. They shot it very well. The fight action scenes are shot very well. The fight choreography, martial arts, hand-to-hand combat, car chases, fist fights, shootouts, gadgets, all done very well. The other returning cast includes Ralph Fiennes as M, Ben Whishaw as Q, Naomi Harris as Moneypenny, Bridget Miller as Dr. Vogel, Roy Kenner as Bill Tanner, Jeffrey Wright as CIA agent Felix Leiter, and Wright does a good job as Felix in this one as always. It's a shame that Felix, one of the best recurring Bond characters, never got his own spin-off movie. It would be great to see a movie about CIA agent Felix Leiter. And the the Christoph Waltz returns as Blofeld, the villain from the previous movie. He's a minor villain in this movie because he's in prison most of the time. But he's pretty sadistic in the few scenes that he's in, and his his confrontation with Bond when he interrogates him in prison is lead to something that I did not expect, and it was a satisfying end for Blofeld. And the 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 movie has a lot of suspense in it. There's a lot of chills, thrills. You won't know what'll pop up next, and you're wondering whether Madeline is betraying Bond or not. And the little girl Lisa, who plays Madeline's daughter Matilda, she's a good child actress. She shows off her emotions very well, especially in the scenes when she's crying, upset, when she's fearing for her life, when either her or her mom are in danger. You see the emotions expressed on her face very well. And and Rami Malek was a pretty sadistic villain as Lucifer Safin. He's very cold-hearted, very calculating, manipulative, and his final showdown with Bond in that little bath pool is done. It's a pretty good fight scene, and I like the fight when Bond shoots his way through the hideout at the end, and he has a brief scuffle on his staircase with his main henchman, the guy with the bionic eye. The way he kills him was pretty impressive. And the controversy in the movie surrounding the ending, Bond dying. mm, Well, it does say in the end credits James Bond will return, so maybe they're gonna retcon it in the next sequel that he survived, or maybe they'll just end the timeline in the reboot series with right here and just go back to the original timeline that left off with the Pierce Brosnan and Die Another Day. Because Pierce Brosnan has been talking about wanting to return as an older James Bond, and I would like to see that. But if it ends this way, the Daniel Craig timeline ends this way with him dead and not another actor returning to play his version of Bond. It seems like a fitting finale for his version of the character. Plus, I've always seen these movies as like an alternate universe version of Bond, and and I do like how all five of these movies they all have a connection. They're not just a standalone story with each movie like most of the older Bond films. And some people are speculating that maybe there'll be a female Bond like that black lady Naomi, played by Lasha Lynch. I forgot to mention her earlier. She plays the new 007 after Bond retires earlier in the movie, and she she has some pretty cool action scenes. She can kick butt really good, but I don't want a female 007. I want the a British male white 007. No disrespect. I'm not a racist. I just prefer 007 as the way he's always been. But I don't know. This is a great conclusion to the Daniel Craig era. I give it 2 thumbs up. All right, that's my review. If you like it, please hit the like button, subscribe for more. Thank you and God bless. Bye.